perfect. So welcome, you guys. My name is Jenna Beatty, and I'm going to be starting us off tonight on our intro to oils 101. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 baby boys, and my husband and I started using oils 6 years ago. He's a germaphobe, so he loves On Guard everything. And I definitely I was more tuned into the emotional support oils, the emotional side of things, you know, stress, calming, sleep oils. My favorite ones were Balance and Serenity. I think I fell in love with first. And then copaiba, which is the CBD of oils, frankincense, the king of all oils. When in doubt, frank it out. It's so good. So that's where I kind of started dabbling with my oils, but I feel like my real story began when I was pregnant with our second son. So I have a passion for organization and information. I'm a truth seeker. I research everything. I crave information. I love to watch documentaries. So I was at home pregnant, nesting, doing that whole thing. And I came across a couple documentaries, one of them being Stink and one of them being Secret Ingredients. And I always like to talk about those because they really changed my life. So I watched those and I dove down the rabbit hole over artificial food dyes. The most common ones being red 40, yellow 6, blue 1. Those are kind of the most common ones that you're going to see. They're in just about everything that we put in and on our bodies, and they are very detrimental to us, especially to children. They cause things like hyperactivity, cancer, different types of cancer, chromosomal damage, thyroid, kidney tumors, asthma. And that's just a little bit of the things that they cause. And I feel like that was really alarming to me because I feel like all those things are kind of like really prevalent in our world. So I'm like, okay, like how is this not known? How are these things like allowed, right? So I started questioning things. And so my husband and I were buying organic already for like probably a couple of years, and we had already tossed our Glade plugins and our Febreze sprays and things like that. But I knew that I still had some cupboards to go through and some areas that I could still clean up. So I'll spare you the disturbing findings because I did find some things that I had overlooked. And I'll skip to the part that really broke me. My prenatals that were doctor prescribed, they were from my doctor, okay? They had red 40 in them. And I almost didn't look at them because I thought, oh, those are from the doctor. Like those are going to be good, right? No, they had red 40 in them. The artificial food dye, the number 1, which is red 40, that is most detrimental to young children, in my prenatals, feeding my baby in utero. I was so mad. I can't even tell you. I still don't have like the right words to really get through how upset I was. I think I'm not over it still. But when I asked my doctor about it, she was like, well, that's what the pharmaceutical reps drop off. And that was it. So, I still get upset. But here goes my journey, right? My journey began right then and there of asking questions and seeking answers. And long story short, I went on my mission to find the best vitamins made from whole foods, no artificial ingredients. And I found many articles and testimonies, even from doctors, speaking about doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack, their LLV. And it being one of the most nutrient dense, wholesome options out there for just vitamins in general. And I checked, the quantities and stuff of what you're supposed to have when you're pregnant, and it was like above and beyond. And when I reached out to, my friend that I had gotten signed up with doTERRA with and asked her about it, she says, oh, everybody I know, all the mamas I know take these as prenatals. And she has numerous nurse friends that are like, oh my God, these are the best prenatals you can get. Do you hear my son? There's like, I don't know, there's a stampede happening above me. Sorry. So I ordered my vitamins. I had the most fantastic pregnancy ever, which was quite alarming to me because my first pregnancy was not that. And I bounced back, or I didn't even bounce at all, I usually say, because I couldn't believe how afterwards I felt so fantastic. And that's just not how you feel after you have a baby. Let's be real. It's not how you feel. And I felt so amazing. So some of the things that I came across when researching doTERRA, now I had been using them for quite some time, but I had started using them, like I said, 6 years ago. And I think was lucky to have gotten started with them. So when I then did my research, and I had no problem switching it up if I had found a better option out there, but there was absolutely no better option. And so I was very happy about that. So the thing you got to know about doTERRA is they have a CPTG standard, which means Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. Their plants are sustainably harvested in their natural habitat wherever they are most indigenous. Now, you can plant lavender in your backyard. It is not going to be the same as where it grows most indigenously, which is in France. And the harvesters there, they have a relationship with these, the growers have a relationship with these farms, right? And they know exactly the time of year to harvest it. The soil is perfect, the temperature is perfect, and all of that. You're going to get a much different product. They are beyond organic because they are completely free of fillers, pesticides, foreign contaminants. Nothing is added, nothing is taken away from these oils. They do stringent third-party testing on every single batch to ensure powerful benefits without any harmful side effects. You're only going to get side benefits. doTERRA is completely transparent. They have a little, of course I don't have one below me because I just cleaned my desk. They have a little code on the bottom of every single bottle where you can actually put that code into their website, and the entire full report from this third party will come up. Everything is transparent. They have to do this because there is no bar set in this industry. So they had to not only raise the bar, but they had to set the bar with these, the quality reports, the transparency, and all of these third-party tests. So being the largest and most successful essential oil company in the world, no other company can financially do the level of testing that doTERRA does. And that's what sets them apart. So here I am. I couldn't keep this information to myself. I started my business 10 days after I delivered our second son. And now I'm an essential oil educator and mentor and building my dream business. And I get to share my passion with all of you. So I'm going to start by talking about what are essential oils. So they are aromatic compounds, and they're extracted from plants. They're either steam distilled or cold pressed. When it's a citrus, they're cold pressed. Otherwise, they're steam distilled. And it comes from plants, trees, bark, the rind of a lemon, things like that, the petal of a flower. And the purpose is for the medicinal use of man. They support your body in dealing with physical, emotional, and chemical stressors. No matter what, we all have those. No matter how healthy we are, no matter how much yoga, we have these stressors. And they are nature's most powerful compounds and the most versatile remedies in the world. Plant medicine works synergistically with our body. Our body knows what to do with plant medicine. There is no contraindications. And I like to add in maybe why we would want to use essential oils. So, and this is a little bit like my personal opinion, although they are facts, not so much my opinion. But for me, these were the dots that I was trying to connect. So we live in the US here, which is the richest country. But we're also the sickest country. We as a society are very reactive instead of proactive, which you could kind of see a little bit of that or a lot of that in the recent times. We're very prescription dependent. We prescribe the most prescription drugs. There's not a lot of commercials on the TV about how to boost your immune system. There's just not. And we spend an enormous, in the trillions, amount of money on healthcare, and we are not healthy. Now, recent pandemic aside, this is before then, we are not a healthy society. So there is a huge disconnect, right, between healthcare and wellness. There just is. For the amount of, money and conveniences that we have, we should be among the healthiest. We live in a toxic world and we have a huge toxic load. And it is important that we do what we can on our own to create our own wellness, at least in our homes, and reduce that toxic load. That is probably the biggest part of why we are so sick as a society, is this toxic load. Now, I won't get into, of course, why that is or who's responsible for that or what exactly is going on here. That's a Zoom for another day. But the steps that we can take are choosing better self-care products, cleaning products, foods that we bring into our home, and our medicine cabinet, right? So that's where my job comes in, and the job of my team here. We educate and empower and give you tools to support preventative wellness. So I like to, before I go any further, I like to have everybody take a little quick inventory of yourself. And what are your ailments? I used to get headaches every single day, but if you had asked me like, oh, do you have any ailments? I wouldn't have probably thought of that as an ailment, because I had it every day. I'd had it every day forever. I used to not leave Target without buying 2 more bottles of Excedrin migraine, and I had them in every corner. That was just part of my life. I think I was more addicted to the caffeine at that point. But when I stopped getting headaches, it changed my life. I mean, I had no idea how crippling that was until it was gone. So really be in tune with your body and really see, what do you deal with on a daily basis, and what would it be like if you never had to deal with that again, or just at least very rarely, right? So if you're comfortable, put it in the comments. And if you want to just jot it down, or if you want to text them to the person that invited you on this call, so you guys can start that conversation about how essential oils or anything else, to be honest, can help you with that. We like to oils address root causes. They're not Band-Aids, they're not topical solutions. They're going to address the root cause. And I think that that's the main difference. Let me check the comments here. Okay, you guys are putting those videos in. Love it. Awesome. You guys are on it. Backache, headaches, fatigue, Shar, yes, absolutely. And a lot of these things too changed when I started taking my vitamins, my doTERRA vitamins. They are so complete, and we just do not get, well, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but we don't get our nutrients anymore from food. Food has changed. So before I go off on a tangent, which is just my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world, I'm going to hand it over to Sahara. She's going to tell us the 3 cool things about essential oils.
Thank you. Hello and welcome, everyone. So 3 cool things about essential oils. Well, the first cool thing about doTERRA essential oils is that they are 100% natural and safe. There's nothing added to the oil or taken away. They're simply pure essential oils with no side effects and no addictions. That means they're safe for babies, children, adults, the elderly, and they're even safe for your pets. These oils, as Jenna said, are extracted from plants, and so they have amazing health benefits. Pure oil is about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So, for example, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to making 28 cups of tea. So that means they're really potent, right? You literally only need like a toothpick in the oil to make 1 cup of tea. So what I love about these oils is that CPGs, that certified pure therapeutic grade. This grading means that the oils are completely pure and potent. The pure means that there's no foreign contaminants or fillers, and the potent means that each plant was grown in the part of the world where that particular plant grows, which results in absolutely best chemistry for that plant. So when you have the ideal chemistry, the essential oil extracted does exactly what it's meant to do for our health, for our benefits, and for our bodies. Now, the second cool thing about essential oils is that they're more effective than the modern approaches to health problems. Our bodies are all made up of millions of cells, and these cells in our bodies have oily membranes. Now, the cell membrane protects the cell, and it keeps all the good things in and all the bad things out. So the two harmful things that can get into our cells are bacteria and viruses. The bacteria usually will form on the outside of the cell, and the viruses duplicate the DNA on the inside of the cell. So with the most common modern medical recommendations that we get from our doctors for cold and flu, these are water-based, and they're synthetic agents that frequently come with the side effects and the addictions. So we all know that oil and water don't mix, right? So it'll be a really hard time for that water-based agent to try to penetrate through our oily membrane, because that water and oil don't mix. And so that stops the duplication, to help stop the duplication of the virus. On the other hand, essential oils are clearly oil-based, which means that they can permeate directly through that oily cell membrane. That's why essential oils are often more effective than the modern approach to the health problems, and because they naturally react to our bodies. Now, the third cool thing about essential oils is that they're cheaper. They're cheaper than the traditional medical care that we're used to. So your typical copay when you go to the doctor is somewhere between $20 to $50, and then that doesn't include whatever medicine the doctor prescribes, and Lord knows what that cost could be. So, like, for example, when someone in my family or whatever, when we have an earache, we simply put lavender and tea tree on a cotton ball, and you put that in your ears, and overnight your earache is gone. And same thing with On Guard. If you use the On Guard roller or beadlets, you have a sore throat, feel a cold coming on, it'll be gone the next day or within minutes. Now, that cotton ball of oil is just about 64 cents. So that's way cheaper than any prescription or copay that you'd pay. And, we know that we all have some kind of medical costs because we don't live in Canada where oil, where healthcare is free. So using these essential oils is still less expensive than the gas you would pay to go to your doctor's office. And that doesn't include that if you have children, a half a day of work or planned time off that you have to request to be able to take your child to the doctor, and also any emergency that you may have per child. So we are really saving hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs because of essential oils and not having to go to the doctor as much as we used to. So here you cannot afford to not use natural solutions. That's why essential oils are cheaper than traditional medical care. So again, the three cool things about essential oils is that they're safer, they're cheaper, and they're more effective than the modern day medicine.
Beautiful. So now we are going to talk about the 3 ways that you can use essential oils, and Becky is going to lead us on that.
Thank you, Jenna. Welcome, everybody. The 3 ways to use essential oils is aromatically, topically, and internally. So aromatically is the fastest way to get the benefits from the oils. If you've all smelled something, either like a really nice flower or maybe something not so nice, think about how fast your brain gets the message of that smell. And you can end up either feeling sick over it, or it can just make you feel really good. And that's the same principle of how these oils work. It just takes 20 seconds to get that message to the limbic system, which sends the message throughout the body. So aromatically is just a wonderful way to get really fast benefit from the oils. So how do we use it aromatically? One way is with the diffuser. I don't know if you can see that. This is one of doTERRA's mini diffusers. You fill it with water, just tap water, and you put a few drops of your oils in, and most of them will run for on and off for 10 to 12 hours, and it will fill a large space. So diffusing is a great way. Most of us have diffusers in every room in our house, but at nighttime, to have one next to your bed and put in some of the great sleep oils like Serenity, I'm loving Ylang Ylang, or lately Console and Peace. It just does something to you to smell that as you're drifting off to sleep, and then to wake up to it in the morning. It's just a great way to get the benefit from the oils. You can also get these little very convenient diffusers off of Amazon. You can fill them with Himalayan salt and put a few drops of oil. I know some people use these during the day for their asthma. They put the Breathe oil in there and use it for that. You can make one for your kids to take to school. You know, it's a great one for just if they need some calming during the day, or for you at work, if instead of a cup of coffee you need a little bit of a boost to some peppermint and wild orange in the diffuser. This is a great way to do it. You can also just take a bottle of the oil and put a drop in your palm. I do this every morning before I even get out of bed. I put Arise and peppermint, and I just go like this, and I just do some deep breathing, just to get the oils in me and just to be feeling awake. I even have a meditation blend, so I'll do that before I do a morning meditation. That's a great way to use the oils. Jenna, maybe you can show them how to do the dough bong. I'm still not quite sure of how to do that, but I think you're still making it.
You put the oil in your hand, and you rub your hands together, and then you can either do it through your mouth. Well, you're supposed to do it both ways. Through your mouth.
Yeah.
If you hold it for a second, it's similar to something else. I don't know what. You can do it through your nose. Great way. Why this is good too is you're not getting the oils on your face, because some oils, maybe you're doing peppermint or something, and I don't necessarily want to like put them on my face and cut my face. So this is a great way, and it just works better than doing it that way.
But on the other hand, I'll put like a drop right here just so that I can keep smelling it. So
I do that with lavender on my son all the time. I just put it right there because I need it to be
calm down. Calm down.
He kind of goes like this, but it's fine. It's fine.
So anyway, that's the first way to get the most benefit from the oils. The next is topically, and typically we do topically right on the area that is being affected. If it's our sinuses, then we can put Breathe and even Digest Zen over our sinus area right here to get instant relief. If we've got a headache, we can put peppermint oil here, or on the back of your neck. For me, I've got shoulder pain going on, so I'll put it right here. And a great way too then is to put the oil on and hop in a hot shower, because hot water is going to drive the oils deeper into your body. So that's a great way. But alternately, to understand that your body absorbs the oils through your skin, through the hair on your skin, actually. I learned that at the certification class. So, and when you blend the essential oil with a carrier oil, it will be easier to spread over the area, but it actually helps with absorption because it will slow the evaporation of the oil. Oils are volatile, which means that they do evaporate. So, diluting them is not only a great safe way to use it, and it helps the oils to spread in a larger area, so you're not having to use so much of your actual pure oil, but it also helps with absorption. So we do that by making, you know, all kinds of roller bottles. Even doTERRA sells some pre-diluted rollers if you don't want to make them yourself. But these are just rollers that you can buy on Amazon. They've got a stainless steel ball, and you can make your own custom blends and carry it with you, send it with your kids, send it with your husband. I've got them right here on my desk. I have Memory Helper. This is my Soul Blend, and I have Motivate, and I just layer them on because the oils just, they blend together. And the more you mix them up, that can still be very effective, and you can discover your own favorite blends that way. But so you can also use them in bath if you're going to do like a detox bath. You just would want to put a few drops of the oil in your salts first, because that will help the oil to get blend in with the water. It's not going to just be floating on the surface of the bath. So that's a wonderful way. You can do some of the detox oils. I'm going to be doing that this weekend. I'm going to do it with bentonite clay, and I'm going to put all my detox oils in and soak. And there's just so many ways to make use of the oils topically. So then the third way would be internally. So before I forget to tell you, the most important thing that you can do is put a few drops of citrus oil in your water and be drinking it all day long, because the citrus oils are a very natural, slow detox. Your body's always detoxing, but we overburden it way beyond what would be a natural detox for the body. So, and the more that we overburden it, then the more that we need to address the detoxing issue. And so just by putting the citrus oils in your water, and you need to do it in a stainless steel vessel or glass. Only for this. I know that there's other things that we can put the oil, like our cleaners, we can put in plastic, but when it comes to actual what we're going to be drinking, then you want to make sure that that there's no plastics leached into it, which the oils will start to deteriorate the plastic. So that's why glass and stainless steel is the most recommended. But you can take the oils internally. Many of doTERRA oils, they're one of the few companies that safely you can ingest the oils, and that's because of their purity. You just want to make sure that it has, the oil bottle will have the supplement facts on it. That's how you know that you can take it internally. So every morning I make a greens drink, and I put a couple drops of frankincense because it's just such a wonderful oil for your body system, along with copaiba. And I just add that into my greens drink, so I don't even taste it. Some people can just add it to their water. They'll add On Guard to their water or their tea and drink it that way. But the internal use of the oils is really where doTERRA is going as a company, because there are so many fabulous benefits to getting these oils inside of our body. And especially when you're incorporating all three of these methods, you are really just multiplying the benefits of the oil. So some of the oils don't taste very good, in my opinion. I'm working on a metal detox, so I'm adding in cilantro and celery seed, and I don't want to ruin my greens drink with it because I think it would. So I put a couple drops of each into a veggie cap, and then I just swallow it, and there you go. And then I don't have to worry about the flavor of it or chugging down something that's unpleasant. So that's a great way to take it. But of course, doTERRA has fabulous supplements that incorporate these oils into supplement form. They have Deep Blue, which you can't just take the Deep Blue oil internally because it's got wintergreen in it. It's not safe, but they have formulated a supplement that will give you a lot of the benefits of the Deep Blue oil that you can safely take internally. They have one for sleep, the Serenity blend, and of course the On Guard blend. That's just a fabulous one to keep our immune system operating at its best. But the Lifelong Vitality Pack that Jenna was talking about, the vitamins, are doTERRA's #1 selling product. And they are just a fabulous way to get all of the benefits, not only of the oils, but then the vitamins are, the vitamin and mineral package is made from whole foods. It's not made, it's enhanced with oils, but it's the whole foods where you get the vitamins and minerals from. And then of course the omega and the cellular support that comes with that vitality pack. Really doTERRA has just everything covered from A to Z to get the most benefit from the oils. So I think that's it. And now I believe Janette is going to talk about the top 10 oils.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm very quickly going to go over the top 10 oils with you. The person who invited you tonight will kind of go over it in a little bit more detail just because I want to respect everybody's time tonight. So I'm going to share my screen real quickly. And
The host would allow us.
yes, please. But I'll get, let's see here. So the first one, and let me just tell you, so the top 10 oils, if these are the only oils that you ever get, they will cover everything that you could possibly ever need. They're absolutely wonderful, and they can get you so far with pretty much anything. And if you think about it, and you're looking to replace a lot of the medicines that you're currently using in your home, pretty much every single one of these oils can replace something in your medicine cabinet, which is really cool. So the first one I'm going to talk about is peppermint. So peppermint, it's great for headaches. It's good for just increasing your energy. Like right now, it's a long day. I put some in my hand and just inhaled it in. It's good to replace like for your gum, things like that. Lemon is another great oil. So this is one that's a natural detoxer. And I put this in my water every single day. So that way I can detox my body internally. And then, oh, but now I lost my screen.
Sorry.
And then it's okay. It's a great mood lifter to uplift your mood. And I love putting it in my diffuser mix with a few other oils as well. Lavender is probably one of our favorites in our home, and we go through it so incredibly fast. So obviously lavender, everybody knows, is great for like sleep and relaxation. It's a great oil to help you reduce stress and anxiety. Right now we have a swimming pool at our house, and so we've been getting a lot of sun, which means sunburns. So I've been making a concoction with lavender that helps to kind of reduce the burns. It helps with any kind of bug bites. Rashes, anything like that. Melaleuca is another all-time favorite. It's everything skin. So Melaleuca and lavender are great powerhouses for anything and everything skin. So Melaleuca you'll use for any kind of eczema, cuts, scrapes. It's great for dandruff, lice, things like that. Oregano is another top one. If you don't get any oil, at least get oregano and frankincense and On Guard, I feel like, and lemon. You'll be good to go. Oregano is your natural antibiotic. So this is something you want to put in either a veggie cap. You could diffuse it in your home. This is something you want to take internally or in a roller and rub it up and down your spine if you're not feeling so great. It's great for warts. We use it all the time for warts in our house. My daughter gets them like on her elbow. And I will say, since I started using the oils, she doesn't get them anymore, which has been awesome. Frankincense, like Jenna mentioned, is the king of all oils. So this is the great oil for everything. It's great for anti-inflammatory, for wrinkles, for anything on your face, stretch marks, reduces scars. It helps promote cellular health and immunity, as well as memory and concentration. So a good thing to do is take a drop of frankincense underneath your tongue or up on the roof of your mouth with your thumb every single day. Like that's just how you should start your day off. On Guard. This is what everybody wants right now. Everybody scooped this up when COVID hit, and for very good reasons. So it really enhances immunity, helps with autoimmune support. It helps you just get well faster. It's great for natural hand sanitizer and oral health. A lot of our cleaning products and overall health products like mouthwash, toothpaste, things like that are all based off of our On Guard product. I'm going to share a quick story with you. So my son he's 4, he's in preschool, and he was literally sick every 14 days. And since I introduced oils to my home, that went away. And he wasn't missing school anymore. And so it really I love On Guard and I love these oils. Breathe, my daughter and I both suffer from asthma. So it helps to open up your airways. So how Jenna kind of did with her hands like this. It's a great way to get those those oil compounds into your lungs to help open up your lungs. I don't have to take my inhaler anymore, which is great. And it's also great for nighttime to help with infuse the air to help you breathe a little bit better at night as well. Digesten is one of those great things for any kind of stomach upset, but it's also great for sinus congestion as well. And Deep Blue is anything and everything, joint pain, muscle pain, anything like that, tension, headaches, inflammation, you want to use the Deep Blue one. So that kind of covers the top 10 oils. Jenna, if you can stop sharing your screen real quick. But like I said, if you have more questions on it, go ahead and ask the person who invited you tonight. And then I'm going to talk about real quickly how to purchase your oils. So just think about a lot of our oils come in these great kits, which includes our membership. And that membership is kind of like an Amazon Prime membership or a Costco membership. It's going to give you like the discount. So there's a couple ways to buy. Let's see if I can share. I do want to show you this. Okay, so retail obviously is one of the first ways to buy, but honestly, who likes to buy retail? Like if I could get something on a discount, I'm totally up for that. So the best way to get them is on wholesale. And so any of those kits that I was just mentioning, they include the wholesale membership. So immediately you're going to get 25% off the retail. And then, oops, and then there's a third way, which we'll go into about a little bit later on a different call. But there's a way to actually, with your wholesale discount, get points back, kind of like how credit cards do. So that way you can use those points towards free products in the future. And that's pretty much called our loyalty rewards program. So just look at it as like your credit card miles, you know, that you get from there. So let's see here. So this is the first kit. So this is one of our most popular kits. It's our Healthy Start Kit. It comes with the top 10 oils that I just discussed tonight, along with the Brevi Stone diffuser, which I think is one of the most beautiful diffusers ever. So there's this kit. There's the Healthy Habits Kit. So if you're more looking for, like you have more muscle pain, joint pain, things like that, you definitely want to get started with our Healthy Habits Kit. This is another extremely, extremely popular kit for people who are looking to switch their vitamin routine up. It also comes with some of our most heavy hitting oils as well. So On Guard, lemon, balance, frankincense, and lavender. And Terrazyme and PB Assist are great for gut health. And those are really going to help with probiotics to help get your body moving in the right ways for more gut. And I will say, once I started taking these, it really changed a lot of things. So this is another great kit. So this is the Healthy Essentials Kit. This is another also great kit. It comes with almost all of our top 10 oils, but quite frankly, I think it comes with some better oils that then comes in the top 10 kit. So Adaptive is one of them. It's our calming blend. I will say I probably take a whole lot of this right now because I have 2 kids in the home and I need anything and everything that can just help me keep my nerves straight and my head on, and because otherwise I feel like I'm going to go dive into this deep dark depression, and so Adaptives helps me get out of that. It also comes with Balance, which is our grounding blend. I actually just put this in some bath salts into my son's bath because it's before bedtime, just to kind of help him calm down. But I diffuse Balance with wild orange and lavender all the time for nighttime. And then the other one it comes with is Copaiba. And like how Jenna mentioned, it's the CBD of our oils. And it is another one that you want to take every single day for cellular support, anti-inflammatory. It's similar to frankincense in that regard, but I have some more really cool information on Copaiba that we can share with you. There's also the Healthy Home Kit. So this is for the person who's looking to really transition more and reduce that toxic load in the home. And this is the kit that you're going to want to start with. And so it comes with some great oils here, as you can see, and it comes with a lot of our On Guard products. This On Guard Cleaner Concentrate is something I buy consistently because this is what I clean my entire house with. And it's probably one of the best things. I use it for laundry, stain removal, and I don't have to worry about trying to get my hands on Lysol wipes at the store. I don't need them because I have this. And so it's been a great replacement for that. And this is the Natural Solutions Kit. So I call this the Big Mama Kit. This is the kit that if you want to kind of do a major overhaul on your home, this is the kit to get. And these are products that you will go through on a daily basis. So it comes with our top 10 plus a little extra, a lot of our On Guard products, the Lifelong Vitality Packs and so that's just a great kit. If you're looking just to kind of start out small, this is the Simple Solutions Kit. These 3 oils here are just great to get you introduced into oils. You can do a whole lot with these 3 oils, and the Deep Blue Rub, which we go through quite quickly in our home. And the best part about all of this is that with any order that you place that's 100 PV, which is our point value system, between 100 to 299 PV, you're going to get a free Citrus Bliss. And then any order over 300 PV, so some of those enrollment kits will cover this, you'll get the adaptive oil for free. So that's pretty exciting. And any order that's 200 PV or more, you're gonna get a free Mortel blend roller. So this is an undiluted roller, that's our anti-aging blend. So this is what you're gonna wanna use for any kind of wrinkles, stretch marks, anything like that, skin imperfections, blemishes, the list goes on, eczema. There's so many different things that you can do with this oil, and it's absolutely amazing. And so it's such a great gift. It's a $65 value that you're gonna get, or actually more, because that's the wholesale cost that you're gonna get for free. Right now we have our Citrus Bloom collection. There's only a few of them left, so if this is something you want to get your hands on, I suggest you do it now. Everybody can't wait until Citrus Bloom comes out, because the smell is something I can't even begin to describe, but it's absolutely beautiful. And so this is something that you could get. It comes with our deodorant, foaming hand wash, body wash, lotion, and a really cute pumper bottle too. So there is a limit on them, and it is almost sold out. So. And then for Father's Day, if you're looking to get something for your special man in your life, the Amavi collection is absolutely wonderful. So Jason, my husband, has been putting the roller on instead of cologne. So another way to reduce the toxic load in our home. And I will come into the office to come chat with him for a minute. And I'm like, do you have the diffuser on? What did you put in the diffuser? And he's like, no, I just put the roller on. And I literally smell it all day long. It is absolutely, he smells like a man. It's so good. That just walked out of the forest. And it's awesome. My son loves it. My husband loves it. He actually made me go and buy 2 more of them. So that's for so everybody that joined us tonight, if you have any questions on any of these kits, go ahead and reach out to the person who invited you tonight. I'm going to stop sharing, but that's all I really have. I hope you guys all had a wonderful time this evening. And if you do have some questions, we'll hang on for just a little bit, but just put them in the chat below.
Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. See if there's any questions. You can unmute yourself or put it in the chat. And I encourage you to text right now the person that invited you on this call.
I must say, I'm loving my LLV vitamins. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like, I love that they have kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, spinach. Like, I'm like, I don't have to eat vegetables anymore. I could just take 4 of these a day. And I'm just but literally, like, I'm so focused. I'm like so alert.
Yes.
I'm not sluggish. You know, I haven't been drinking coffee for like a year, and I've been trying to find that perfect medium to just stay focused and not, you know, other than using my energy oil every day and my energy diffuser. But I love my little veggie pills. I'm like little veggies in a bottle. Thank you.
So,
How long have you been taking them now?
What's that, Shar?
Oh, how long have you been taking them now? Has it been over a week?
Yeah, so the samples that you gave me, I took those for a week, and then by the time I was done with those, my own bottles came, and so yeah, I've been on it and I love it.
Yeah,
what a game changer.
My mind, like, I literally have to like start my nighttime blend earlier because I'm still, my mind is still going. I'm just so like ready to do something because of the vitamins, but I love it. And
so Cindy, I see that you had a question about asthma. So I was really heavily dependent on my inhaler almost every single day, almost to the point where I'd have to get steroid shots probably once a quarter. But since I introduced oils into my home, I don't even take my inhaler anymore. And that's just because I have all of those aromatic and compounds, the oil compounds throughout my house all day, every day. So whether I'm rolling it onto my chest, my wrists, my neck, diffusing it in my home, or inhaling it from my hands, or taking it internally, it really just helps to open up my airways. And believe it or not, Once it's the toxic load in your home that typically causes the asthma. So if you have any Glade plugins for breeze sprays, Lysol cleaner for your counters,
Candles.
yeah, dryer sheets, believe it or not, because that fragrance, artificial fragrance, sticks to your clothing. Once all of that is gone from your home and you introduce the oils into your home, you won't have any asthma conditions anymore. I made the mistake of having the house cleaners come and using all of their product and not just like forgetting to give them the On Guard. And I walked back into the house and I immediately had an asthma attack because of the toxicity in all of those fumes. And I thought to myself, I got to help these women out and get these oils into their homes because they're cleaning with this all day, every day, and that's just not good. So, so it's a couple of things. So it's just introducing the oils into your home and just taking them internally, aromatically, however you may want to take them. And then also reducing the toxic load in your home by removing those artificial fragrances, because those synthetic fragrances are extremely, extremely bad for you. And that is typically what triggers the asthma.
Watch Stink. I will say it till the day I die. Everyone needs to watch Stink. It will just change everything for you. I'm sure there's others. I should explore that so that I don't have to say the same one every single time, but it's so good.
That is a great question though, Cindy. So thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
So breathe oil. I don't know if I really answered it, but breathe oil is what I use every single day. I am so sorry.
Thank you. So, I'm sorry. So also, because I know my son has asthma too. So is it safe to put it directly to his skin? Because my friend did give me a little roll that has a bunch of essential oils, and I've been putting it on him. But specifically for his asthma, is it safe to just put it on, like roll it on his skin?
Yeah, so typically you want to dilute it, especially with younger kids. So just use a carrier oil. So if you don't have fractionated coconut oil in your home, you can use anything like almond oil, avocado oil, even olive oil if needed. And go ahead and just put a couple drops in your hand with the carrier oil, mix it around, and then rub it on him. We also have a vapor stick that's in the Breathe formula. So it's like a Vicks, but a natural Vicks solution. So my daughter actually puts that on her chest every single night before bed. And they're super inexpensive and they're incredible. And then we also put the Breathe in her diffuser every single night as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, neither one of us take our inhalers anymore, actually.
That's
and then
good.
Becky, I know. Becky was, she was showing that personal inhaler that you can get from Amazon. That's another great way. So like the time that the cleaners used all that toxic product in the home, I didn't run for my inhaler. I actually ran for my personal inhaler like Becky was showing, because that has Himalayan salt in it and 20 to 30 drops of the Breathe oil. And I just sat and breathed that in. And then I put the drop of Breathe in my hand and then inhaled it in that way. And it opened up my airways and I was good to go.
That's amazing.
I would really encourage too, for something like asthma, first we have to do this layer by layer, right? If we're going to get to the root cause. So first it would be watching like Stink and starting to get rid of the toxins in your home. Secondly, I would bring in air purifying agents, such as, first of all, essential oils are air purifying when you're diffusing them. You could diffuse just about anything. So pick what you like the smell of and it's going to purify your air. Second, things like salt lamps, Himalayan salt lamps, those are going to be purifying. And also plants, bring in more house plants. And there are specific plants that are more for air purifying and things like that, especially when you are dealing with something like asthma. You want to make sure, and I know sometimes too, it seems so silly, but sometimes I forget to open my windows. I'll go a whole 3 days and I won't open my windows. And, you know, sometimes it's too cold or whatever, but that's really important, is to make sure that we're getting fresh air in our homes daily, especially if we do have toxins in our home. It's said that our homes are like 500 times more toxic than the air outside. So we really need to be aware of this and so that we can do something about it, you know, and make those choices. And it doesn't happen overnight, but you can start to move in that direction and you are going to see 100% difference.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other I love questions.
I know. I'm just like, give me more. What do you got?
You make me happy. It's
I
always
feel like there's one more good one on the list. I can't put my finger on it. Secret ingredients, and there's one more good one for the documentaries. I'll probably look it up and I'll share it.
I think that there's probably a whole bunch of them. We should work on
Make
that.
a list or something. Yeah.
Before everybody drops off, I do want to share one other thing. So one of the things that Sahara was mentioning was that they're just natural and safe. So I actually just delivered a whole bunch of oils to take internally via capsules for a family member of ours who's been sober for over 25 years now. And she had a shoulder replacement done. And so the doctor prescribed her narcotics. And she's like, I'm in a serious amount of pain, but I can't take these because then I throw my sobriety right out the window that I've worked so long and hard for. And I said, well, this is a great solution to take instead of taking those narcotics because it's going to help you with that pain. And it worked. And she's not addicted and she doesn't have to worry about being addicted. And it just warmed my heart to know that because somebody introduced me to these oils, I was able to introduce her to the oils and help her keep her sobriety because that is of the utmost importance to her.
Oh my gosh. That's
amazing. Would you mind telling us which one, the main ones that you use?
Yeah.
Was it Copaiba?
Yeah, so it was part of the morphine bomb blend, which I will share with you right now. Let me get into it.
It's such a good blend.
It's part of, I didn't get to mention it, but when you do become a member with doTERRA, you get invited into our Facebook group where you can look up a whole bunch of ailments just in the search box. But you're also going to get access to all of these ebooks that we have as well, which are really, I just feel like are amazing because they just give you so much information. So this is one of them. And so the blend, sorry, I'm scrolling really fast, but if you're really interested in this, we can go ahead and email it over to you, is this blend right here. So it's called the Morphine Bomb. And what you do is in one of the veggie caps, so the veggie caps are capsules that break apart that you can drop oils in, close it up, and take it internally. So 6 drops of frankincense, 6 drops of marjoram, 6 drops of lemongrass, and 4 drops of copaiba. And then you want to take it every 3 to 4 hours. And she says it's been working like a charm.
We've actually adapted this recipe too. I keep forgetting. You can add in Siberian fir. Really, really good for pain.
Okay.
Would you guys also recommend this for sciatica? Then my mom has sciatica and she's literally, she's just been massaging herself pretty much, but I mean, if it's some of these oils or whatever mix that could help her, that would be great because I know she's always in pain and sometimes I feel helpless because I know I want to do something for her because you don't really like seeing someone in pain. So with that morphine pill, I know it just kind of numbs the pain, but do ladies know any of the mix for essential oils that are good for nerves?
So for nerves, 100% the vitamins. That's going to be first and foremost. And then you can absolutely do that same blend, the morphine. You can do it, I would do it internally and topically. And definitely, like we were saying before, the oils do work on a cellular level. So they aren't going to just numb the pain. They're actually going in and helping to fix and correct what is causing the pain and help to heal that. So I would
Awesome.
definitely recommend, and here, this she did a great example of, when you become a member with us, you get access to our oil group where you could just type in sciatica and see all the different things that come up. Were the oils similar?
Yeah, so it's so what they did is that they layered the oils topically on the skin in this order. So frankincense, aroma touch, lemongrass, ginger, marjoram, turmeric, and then deep blue. So there's a protocol called Symphony of the Cells that is, I just feel like is a huge value add when using these oils. And that's something that we could talk about as well offline. But then, so they layered those oils on one by one. And then they took either a heating pad or trash bag and put it over the affected area for about 15 minutes, because the heat, just like jumping in the shower after you put the oils on, are going to drive in those oils a lot deeper and faster. And so as you can see here, I mean, this is somebody's testimonial. This isn't something that one of us wrote. Like, this is somebody's true testimonial, and they had instant relief. And so that's pretty, and this isn't the only one. There was, you know, a few more that were here.
The Symphony of the Cells protocols, especially for pain, any kind of pain and inflammation, is just so amazing. The results that we've had from it is so amazing.
So I just typed in sciatica, and then you can click on the comments and kind of scroll through and kind of take a look and see what people have. Sorry, this new Facebook thing is like,
I thought it was just me. I'm like, doesn't
so
work.
they do deep blue, aroma touch, and copaiba, frankincense, peppermint, lemongrass, you know, frankincense for inflammation. So there's a lot of different ways. You know, can this be overwhelming at first? Yeah, probably, but that's what we're here for. You know, whatever questions that you have, you know, reach out to the person who invited you, because we want to help support you. We don't want to leave you where you don't know how to use something once you get these oils into your home, because that would be such a waste, right? You know, you spend the money to do this investment to start helping your family, and then you're like, I don't know what to do with it. We don't want that to happen. So we're here to help you get through that.
No, I'm sure my friend's gonna help me too. She's the one that, you know, got me into this, and you know, because she's always been excited to tell me, and I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about, and then let me give it a try. I'm like, okay. So I'm pretty sure, because she's excited, just as excited as I am to start this journey. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's not going to be a waste for sure. I'm going to do my research too. And it's just like what I was telling her, I'm like, when do you actually become a master, like a master guru with oil? That'll be great, because you're like, just mix this with this, and you know, it'll do the job, kind of thing. So definitely want to master it for sure. But you know, it'll be nice to know some of the mixes and then test it out too, to just make sure, and then give your own testimony too, so that way you could bring more people in and let them know how amazing these products are.
Awesome.
That's what happens.
Yeah, so I just got my kit today, actually.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, I just got it today, and I'm definitely looking forward to using it, and I'll definitely keep you ladies updated with that too.
Well, we have continuing education classes as well. And so that's a great way to just, now that you have your oils, to start going to some of those classes, and you can learn a little bit more, and they're more focused on certain areas as well.
Awesome.
If you got the top 10 oils, if you wanted to help your mom like right now tonight, I would just do deep blue and frankincense and get some carrier oil and put it on her. And I promise you it's going to do something, probably something major.
Okay, thank you. And carrier, because I got the fractionized coconut oil, is pretty much just the same as carrier oil.
That's carrier oil. That's what we use. Yep.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Perfect. You are good to go.
Yeah.
You can do it all now.
Yep, it's gonna be bugging my friend every day now.
Yeah, I made sure that she was getting, I mean, because you can't really just you could get the oils in the diffuser. It's great already as it is, You can still apply them and stuff, but I was like, you got to get the rollers and the fractionated coconut oil. I
Nice.
mean, I was like, you got to get it all. You don't want to be like, oh man, I got to wait next month or whatever to get them. So yeah, I made sure she was like well packed.
Aw.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah. She's like, you should get this. And the Immortal, you'll get this for like 200 PV points. I'm like, okay.
so good.
Yeah.
Smelling mine right now. Really
Oh,
good.
you have it. Look at that.
benefits. Really good emotional benefits with Immortel, not just for anti-aging skin. This is so good. And don't forget, this is pure oil. So you're going to want to get like 3 more rollers and pop the top off. It comes off really easy, and divvy it up in your other rollers and then fill it up with maybe, I don't like to use the fractionated coconut oil on my face. I like to use like jojoba oil or emu oil or rose hip oil, a face oil. And now you have 4 of them, because these are not, this one is not diluted. It's pure oils. And it's got things like, it's got frankincense and myrrh and Hawaiian sandalwood and helichrysum and rose and lavender. These are all very expensive oils if you were to buy them individually. So this is so special. So definitely like divvy it up into some more rollers, and you could end up with 3 or 4 other rollers, and it'll last you a really long time.
Yes. Okay. Do you normally, ladies, have the Zoom meeting because I was there on Monday, and then my friend Greta also told me about today. She's like, it's gonna be more about oil introduction.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But do you ladies have it every day, this oil meeting, or when do you normally?
Thursday.
Every Tuesday?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Yeah,
Okay.
every Thursday. Same time, same place.
Same place. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh, what happened? I accidentally closed this.
Okay, so I think that wraps
Okay,
it up.
ladies.
Well, everybody have a wonderful night.
Likewise, thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Thank
you. Good night.
Babies.
Good night. Bye. Are we jumping on a different
I think we're going to stay on here just because it's going to be a little bit quick, and I don't think we're going to record. So you can stop recording.
Okay.